Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, we are going to be locking in my NFL seasonal predictions. Now, we are going to be doing this through Prize Picks, but I'm going to be doing multiple different pages. So we'll be doing quarterbacks with passing yards, wide receivers with receiving yards, running backs with rush yards, and probably another page or maybe even two more. I think this is going to be a ton of fun to do together because not only am I going to be able to go and monitor how close I'm doing as the season rolls on, but so are you guys. Couple of plugs before we hop into it. Don't forget to use code WyattzWorld on G Fuel or Prize Picks where you can save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products, or you can sign up using code WyattzWorld on Prize Picks and win a guaranteed $50 on your first $5 entry. Again, you heard it right, no strings attached. You win no matter what. But remember to always play responsibly, and let's get into the video. All right, so the first category we're going to be doing is passing yards, but I do want to let people know that don't know how this works, that once these are locked in, like they are locked in. Meaning if I have CJ Stroud throwing for more than 4,150 yards and he gets hurt in week 2 for a season-ending injury, I'm cooked. Like this is the real deal. This is where the big dogs play. Anyway, as far as how many people you can have in an entry, I think it is up to 6. It used to be 5, so they did put it up. And to start things off, I just want to do someone obvious. And right off the bat, I think Dak Prescott will absolutely throw for more than 4,099 yards. His running backs are trash in the last 3 seasons where he has not gotten hurt, so knock on wood for that. But those 3 seasons, he's thrown well over 4,000 yards. Like, I think this guy will probably have this many yards by week 13. Okay, that might be a bit ridiculous. Week 15, though, for sure. Scrolling through and peeking at more here, I think Joe Burrow throwing for more than 4,500 yards is pretty certain as well. I don't see the running game being a huge part of that offense this season, and again, Joe Burrow's a guy that if he can avoid injury, knock on wood, he has proven that he will throw well over 4,000 yards. They still got the 2 receivers there that matter the most. Nothing against Tyler Boyd. Moving on, we have Will Levis here at 3399.5. Do I think Will Levis is going to throw for 3,400 yards this season? Abso-fucking-lutely he will. He's going to be throwing to everybody on his team, including the running backs and Tajay Spears and Tony Pollard. If he does not get hurt and he doesn't get this, Will Levis is ass. We need to throw a lesson here. Who is someone that I don't think is going to hit their passing criteria? Daniel Jones and Russ. Either of these two, less is a big possibility because those two getting benched is a big possibility. You know, I bet you Danny throws less than 2,849 yards because I bet you he does not play the whole season. Bryce, I actually think him throwing more than 3,199, that's a massive possibility. I mean, that's only like 300 more yards than he had last year. I'm half-ass tempted to pick that. You know what? I believe in Bryce. I bet you he does. I bet you Bryce throws more than 3,200 yards. I bet you he's up in the 37, 38s. And we'll do one more quarterback here to make it a full 6. I like Jared Goff throwing more than 4,025. Tua throwing more than 4,050. That's extremely probable, but again, they could run the ball a lot. Kirk throwing more than 39, 49. I mean, you want to believe that's going to happen, but him coming off an injury, who knows? Lamar Jackson seems like he would be an obvious one too, but he's actually only throwing over that one time in his NFL career. I think I'm going to put my money on Goff. He's broken 4,000 passing yards the last 2 seasons. I don't see any reason why they would slow down on that passing game. Well, other than the fact that they have a generational running back. So wagering a whopping $10 on this one, we have Dak Prescott throwing for more than 4,099, Burrow throwing for more than 4,000, Will Levis throwing for more than 3,399, Daniel Jones throwing less than 2,849, Bryce Young throwing more than 3,199, and Jared Goff throwing for more than 4,025 yards. If all 6 hit, I get 25 times my entry. If 5 hit, I get times 2, and if 4 hit, I get a little less than half, so I don't even give a shit about that. Lock it in! All right, so now on to the running backs with rush yards. Who do I think is going to run more or less than the specific amount? Well, I'll tell you right now, Bijan Robinson's going to break 950, and he might do that by week 2. Deshaun, more than 1,049.5. If he doesn't get hurt, that seems too good to be true. They might have lost Jason Kelsey, but that O-line is still going to be a brick shithouse. Breece Hall over 125, that seems extremely likely. Zeke at 599.5, I'm tempted to do less on that. James Cook at 8 875 and a half? Oh, he'll go more than that. Are you kidding me? Josh Allen at 499? What? These are too good to be true, brother. He's ran over that the last 3 years, and this year he's going to be running it even more because I don't think the passing game is going to be as dominant. I could be wrong on that, but that's just my vision. Ooh, Singletary more than 750? Absolutely. His health is his concern there. He's going to get the carries. He's certainly good enough to do it. That's not even a lot. I'm pretty sure he has broken that close to every year he's been in the league. And we're going to do one more to make this a full entry as well, and I actually love Jahmyr Gibbs going for more than 900 rushing yards. I don't think he's going to do any worse, and they're not going to give him any less carries than he got last year, and he ran for nearly 1,000. Like that again, just these almost seem too easy. That makes me scared. So the rushing entry I have is Bijan Robinson running for more than 950 yards. Saquon running for more than 1,050. James Cook running for more than 875. Josh Allen running for more than 499. Devin Singletary running for more than 750, and Jahmyr Gibbs running for more than 900 and a half. And I'm actually going to wager $20 on this one because, like I said, this one to me just seems too simple. Lock it in! Now moving on, we have receiving yards, and this one's gonna get me in trouble because a lot of these in the first 2 rows look very appetizing to me. Like, I'll tell you right now, Marvin Harrison Jr., he will go for more than 1,025 receiving yards. CeeDee Lamb, I'm probably gonna pick, but we're gonna hold off on for now. Jefferson, that looks easy, but at the same time, we don't know how the quarterbacks are actually gonna be there, so I'm probably gonna stay away from him. And Tyreek even, here at 1,375, that even seems like almost incredibly obvious. I'm just gonna keep scrolling until I find another one that I really like. And Amari Cooper having more than 950 receiving yards, that might just do it. And also, so could DJ Moore at 974. I get it, they have Odunze and Keenan Allen now, but Keenan Allen's going to get hurt, and DJ Moore is really fucking good. Gosh, dude, so many of these are tempting. I'll tell you what, this is one I'm gonna roll with. Jaden Reed having more than 750 yards. The man got 793 last season. If you're asking me, he is looking like Green Bay's best receiver. I don't see any reason why Jordan Love would not light him up this season. Here's one I wanna like, Dalton Kincaid at 750, but I don't think a Bills tight end has caught over that in shit, a really long time. I think I am gonna lock in DJ Moore for more than 974. I feel like he's gonna be the number one there. Definitely capitalizing on CD. I mean, the guy could miss fucking 4 games and still hit that realistically. And Tyreek, we have no reason to not, dude. The last 2 seasons, he's had 119 receptions. He's had 1,700 yards. Like, he's just been too crazy consistent for me to believe that he is going to have that big of a dump off if he doesn't get hurt. We do have room for one more receiver too, but I don't know if we want to do a full ladder on this one. You know, I do want a chance to actually win one of these. What the hell? CMC is going to receive for more than 499. If he doesn't get hurt again, he will absolutely do it. So my receiving ladder looks like this, and they are all again Moores. We got Marvin Harrison catching more than 1,025 yards. Jaden Reed catching more than 749. DJ Moore catching more than 974. CeeDee Lamb catching more than 1,325. Tyreek catching more than 1,375. And Christian McCaffrey having more than 499. I feel like Tyreek and CeeDee, you know, obviously they're the biggest gambles here because that is a shitload of yardage. But again, you can't assume these guys are going to slow down anytime soon. Tyreek maybe with age, but he's still going to have the volume. Lock it in! Oh, I guess that was another $20 entry too. Son of a bitch, I didn't want to do that. All right, we're going to do one more entry, and it's going to be a mixture of a bunch of different categories, but we're going to start with pass interceptions. I mean, Josh Allen throwing 13, that's definitely going to happen. Deshaun Watson throwing 10, that's a pretty safe one. Joe Burrow at 10, I think statistically is very safe. Look, I won't pick Josh because that would be me rooting against him in a way. I think I'm going to pick Joe Burrow because every year he does the same thing, man. He starts off with like 5 touchdowns and 8 picks in the first 4 weeks, and then lights it up the rest of the season, but he's only going to have to throw like 2 more to reach the 10 that I'm picking him to get. Next up, we're looking at receptions, and I'm very tempted to pick Justin Jefferson on this one because yards are one thing and receptions are a whole nother one. You don't have to have a lot of yards to have a lot of receptions. You also don't have to have a lot of receptions to have a lot of yards. It works both ways. No matter what, though, he's going to be the number 1 option on the Vikings. He's a tough son of a bitch. He's always going to stay in the game as long as he can. You know, unless I find someone that is really a snap call, I'm probably going to pick him. Well, I think Garrett Wilson is a snap call here. 87.5. He got over that last year, and this year he's going to have a quarterback that's not only the best quarterback he's ever played with, but he's going to be a quarterback that just lights him up. Garrett Wilson, he'll get 90. Moving on, let's do one for sacks. Now, obviously, you know, the Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett's, the TJ Watts, those are going to be the appetizing ones, but the risky ones, I want to go someone a little bit under the radar, like Danielle Hunter, even though he's obviously really popular, he only needs 11. I wonder what Max Crosby needs. Okay, he needs fucking 13 and a half. Will Anderson would only need 9. You know, I'm not going to lie, I think Will Anderson's the one that I really like here. By the way, he doesn't even need 9. He needs 8.5. He had 7 last year. All right, moving on. Let's do field goals made, and we're going to get analytical for this one. So looking at Pro Football Reference, Brandon Aubrey is going to be the guy we're going to want to watch. However, I do remember predicting Dustin Hopkins to have the best year kicking, so I'm going to see what his is as well. Last year he made 33, and last year Aubrey made 36. So right now Aubrey only needs to get 31, and Hopkins only needs to get 30. I gotta roll with my tides here. Dustin Hopkins, he's gonna be the best kicker this year. He's gonna probably kick 34, 35 field goals. Oh, here we got defensive interceptions. Antoine Winfield to get 2 picks on the year. Done. And one more to end it here. Why don't we do reception touchdowns? Oh, I don't have to think on this one at all. Marvin Harrison Jr., he will get 6. He's the rookie of the year, baby, if Caleb doesn't win it. I can't remember who I picked there. Either way, final lineup for now is a mixture. We have Joe Burrow throwing for more than 9.5 picks. Garrett Wilson having more than 87.5 receptions. Will Anderson getting 8.5 sacks. Dustin Hopkins kicking more than 29.5 field goals. Antoine Winfield getting 2 picks, and Marvin Harrison Jr. getting at least 6 touchdowns. Lock it in! And that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for me locking in my NFL picks for the 2024-2025 season. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know some picks you agree with, and let me know some picks you disagree with, and let me know some you think I should have taken, and don't forget that you can do this yourself. However, with everything I just said, I'm going to get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Thursday, and as always, I will see you in the next video.